I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Ahmaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM.
Let us play.
Play D&D. So, you guys are...
Do we need to hold hands and thank the D&D gods?
Let's go.
Dear D&D gods.
D&D gods.
We thank you for this
I feel the
table
light
we're
should be
sitting
on.
around.
Please let there not be a TPK.
May there be a bounty of
Well, there
natural
won't, because there's 2
20s.
people not here, so it physically cannot DPK.
I mean, that's not the rules. Amen. Okay. The people watching on YouTube have already seen that there's 2 people missing, and the people who are very good listeners on the podcast will know that
I could sound like Steve.
that we're missing Steve and Sarah.
I'm possessed.
So
Hey, it's me,
Steve and
Cornell.
Sarah. Steve and Sarah on here this week, so they'll be out for a couple of episodes, but they'll be back as soon as possible. So in the meantime, you guys are on the way to the second of hopefully 2 tombs on the ancient map. The first tomb, Yelanriae, went swimmingly. You came out with the blood key made with Kilid's blood and the rot pearl that Moxie pulled from the chest of the loyalist. And on the journey to the next place on the map, there were a few little conspiracies aboard. You spoke to the Curator a couple of times. Moxie got a delivery of sort of bones from the Curator, along with a memory that showed a figure that supposedly Zapes speaking to the Curator, and equally Eugene got a memory of
Lucard.
Duke Lucard, yes. Who seemed to have broken into the Curator's domain and kind of gave secrets. Seemed pretty happy that you and Freya were together. Ahmaya found out that she wasn't apparently from Descordia, allegedly.
It's a beautiful grapefruit.
She was a beautiful grapefruit, yeah.
Which aren't in Descordia.
Freya went into the Nexus, found a big lion that was made of moon rock, got scared and left.
Mood.
And
Like the Frogurt.
Aura, I believe he's completed his locket that he's been enchanting for ages.
And he gave it to Freya.
And he gave it to Freya. It was a periapt of, I believe, something like that, of wound closure. Yeah, that's the one. Which Freya now has. And Sentinel decided to give their blood to a scary, clearly
As you
evil
do.
How was I supposed to know it was cursed? Literally, how was I supposed to know it was cursed? You said it wasn't cursed.
Something to do on a Tuesday.
And it went as
full as you'd
badly
expect.
as you'd kind of expect. But it was the visions that they saw were of a young Zephyr. Hard to pin like his age, but that marbled skin is a giveaway. And he basically wanted to understand. He wanted to understand who you were, to get secrets from you. And then obviously, it went terribly wrong. And you eventually coughed up to the rest of the troop. Group.
Captain Eugene.
I kind of fucked up, and Freya rolled really well on her remove curse, severing the connection with the Arbiter of the Borrowed Worlds. Goodbye, huge charisma score.
Wasn't that huge?
Is it now time for the quiz?
With that, I believe we are still in that same night. Where
Are we?
No, we are not. There's a
We
storm.
landed there.
There was a whole huge storm.
That was before.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'll quickly recap on the storm. The storm happened. It was bad. The shit was fucked up.
Not all sorrel is gone
It is
forever.
Sorrel is gone. Missing at sea, off in the wave somewhere. Eugene was in the hold the entire time, wrestling
So
with
brave.
Toffee.
Feeling so brave.
I saved us all.
Yes, and Cookie was hurt, but was saved by multiple people's efforts. Night came upon you, fretful sleep, and with the sunrise, you guys heard from the crow's nest someone shouting, "Land ho!" And that is where I will hand over to you guys.
Pub? Anyone?
Yeah.
So that you can hear the seagulls screeching. The call from the crow's nest has just sounded. There's a lot of activity. You all slept in, I think I said last time, because you're pretty messed up from the storm and other things.
Did we miss breakfast?
You.
It wasn't there, it hasn't happened.
Cookie is out, so yeah, Ahmaya, you would have probably had to get up.
I got up and made breakfast.
Okay.
It's porridge this morning, guys, with some cinnamon because it's pumpkin spice season.
So you.
But no pumpkin.
So.
Where's the pumpkin?
Shut up, Eugene. Pretend it's there.
Hand over to you guys.
Can I roll to pretend that there's pumpkin in this?
Sure.
I can precipitation. make it taste of pumpkin.
No. I don't know what voice that was.
That's a grumpy Eugene.
No, I'm tired.
I'm tired, just leave me alone.
I make it taste like pumpkin.
So rooty.
Is it good?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, have you made good porridge?
Roll to good.
Roll for
I mean, do I need to roll?
porridge.
Should I
Just
roll
roll
for
for
this?
good.
Or you remember how to play D&D?
Okay, well that's a natural one, so it's not.
Bad problem.
It's just a bowl of oats. There's
have
nothing
one
else.
mouth.
It's just oats.
No water and
It's
milk.
real lumpy. It's been overcooked.
I have one mouthful and I leave.
Mine doesn't even eat it because I can see the lumps, and that's gonna make me gag.
This is going well.
So lumpy.
Where do you go, Sentinel?
I go back to the our room.
Curtained room.
Yeah.
You move in. Yeah, there's no one. There's a few people bustling. Late comers to breakfast. You kind of move past.
So
one of them.
late.
Yeah.
Really?
And when
You
you,
heard about that shit the new cook's given us.
Shit porridge.
yeah, one
Porridge.
one clearly hungover guy pushing past you, like, oh, sorry.
If he's pushing me, I shove it.
He comes off the boat.
You recognize him. That this is
Kill it.
this is Merrin, a human. He's a bit of a layabout. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, fuck.
Looks terrible. Stinks of rum.
Imagine if it was Norrell.
Probably would have been better. Is there any water around? Any buckets of water?
On the deck there is.
Oh, so not where we are.
You could probably find one.
Like
down.
real quick, just to throw one on him.
You could try and chase him down with a bucket.
I don't
Yeah.
want to chase him down. As if there's one there, it's going on him.
Yeah, you're like entering the below deck. There's like a bucket of water that people have been chucking like.
This is what the
Oh
episode's
no,
going to
this
be.
is not.
This is
I wanted to
carry
clean
on this
him.
energy.
It's a spit
We're
bucket.
throwing buckets of water at people.
I
for the
wanted
next
to
few
clean
hours.
him.
This looks mostly clean.
It's not a spit bucket, is it?
No, there's just
Yeah,
maybe a
he's
bit of
getting
washback. Yeah.
You fucking stink. Sort
He's
it.
like, oh. Cheers. Moves off up to the deck.
Is he going to take
dripping
it?
away.
He's
Yeah.
going to take it. Wow, fair.
I look angry.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Thank you.
You go
don't know if
into your area that's curtained off. Everyone else eating your porridge,
Well,
struggling your porridge.
Struggling at porridge. I open my book to the sending page for Kaz, and I say, "My love, I am okay. I have to go away for a few days. If anything happens, I'll ask Freya to call. Stay safe." And I wait for a response, and then
Okay, yeah, you get a response. Pretty. She's her tone is candid. She's taking you seriously. She's like, "You're not under any kind of duress."
no, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, just message me when you can.
Yeah, will do.
Love you.
Bye. Where's Eel?
Bamps, like on your shoulder. Is it over?
It's what over?
The storm.
Yeah, it was over like yesterday.
Okay.
it's
Well, still don't like it here anyway.
Oh, well, good news for you, buddy. And I take off my ring and put it on top of the book with a letter, and I give all three to him, be like, off you pop.
Your spell book.
Yeah.
Your ritual book. He can barely hold them. He's like, what do you do? I don't understand.
Bye! And dismiss him.
Okay, he disappears. Letter with him. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my god, the magic
Props.
of D&D.
Yeah, I always do letters.
So I'm going to be awkwardly quiet while he reads it.
He
You
has read it before.
you hear nothing for a while.
Oh,
apart
I'll
from
go,
this,
but I'm just sulking, smoking.
Yeah, as you light up, you can hear the kind of crashing of waves on rocks. The sun's beaming through one of the portholes. You hear a very distant tearing of paper, like someone opening it.
Nice ASMR. That's good mouth noises, dude.
Yeah.
Fourth wall is well and truly broken.
Okay.
Sun!
Should we play?
Son.
Let's play for time. I go up to Ahmaya. Ahmaya, I don't want to be rude, but this isn't
It's
your
shit.
best.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
No, it's really bad.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Yeah, I'm really tired. I also don't like porridge.
Why did you make it, Ahmaya?
I was feeling really uninspired this morning, so I just went with easy and that really backfired.
Okay, I'm gonna eat some sweets.
Good idea. I think that's the best thing to do for everyone. Yeah.
Should not try putting some of your pocket sugar on it.
That's not going to help.
There was copious amounts of honey in there. So I eat the honey because I don't want to waste it.
You like scrape the honey off of like the oats.
Footsie sits down with you.
Hello.
Florin is next to him.
Let's see your Florin.
Morning.
Florin just absolutely demolishes his porridge.
Florin, are you okay?
I'm fine, how are you?
Apparently it's very shit.
Yeah, that is the worst porridge like in the entire world, and I made it.
Did I say it right, Ahmaya?
You did.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Freya and Aura would be in here with you as well, so they're eating quietly.
Very quietly.
I don't think it's a
He
bad
kind of-
excrement, but
He's like sat opposite Freya and Aura, and he flicks his hat up and he's like, tastes mighty fine to me.
No, please don't take offence to this, but you have taste buds like my dad. We'll eat anything.
Okay,
But not small.
I won't take
But
that.
not small tomatoes.
And Footsie, who is always by Florin's side now, they just kind of move around together.
Are they a little gang?
Yeah, seems so.
easier for the DM.
Florin's finally got a friend.
Footsie to see. Is it Footsie the one who's like always having like the night terrors?
Yeah, and he's the navigator as well. One he helped
Claims
Eugene.
to be.
Yeah, he there's a little rivalry. He's between
Me and Footsie hate each other.
yeah, because Footsie was
Right, it's canon.
he had his eyes on assistant to the captain.
Oh my god, it's Dwight and Jim.
Morning, Eugene.
Morning, Footsie.
I heard
his
you
name's
had a-
Jellybean.
Oh, I apologise, Jellybean.
Moxie is fine. Eugene Ballantyne is also fine.
Okay,
Mr. Ballard.
heard you had a bit of a sticky nightmare under the hold.
Well, I'm usually pretty sticky, yes.
Don't really know how to respond to that one.
That's not something to be proud of.
Yes, it was a bit of a blur, and I didn't do very well.
Oh, well, no leaks so far, so
I don't know if that
better
was
than worse.
thanks to me. Well, there was a leak. I think someone else may have fixed it, you know.
Oh, well, just letting you know, like in between mouthfuls of porridge, Captain's calling me in a few minutes, I think.
Can you be more specific?
On deck, just meet the captain
No, but when?
in a few minutes.
But how many minutes?
When you finish your porridge, exactly then.
But you don't know how many mouthfuls of porridge that I can get through.
How many are you going to get through?
About 4.
He's going to be 4 mouthfuls of porridge.
I'm fuming. This is the baddest you've seen, Eugene.
Everyone's so angry today.
Yeah, but as he finishes his food, and Florin's like, see you in a bit. Moves up top. They move up to the deck.
You win this round, Footsie.
Okay. Sentinel.
Yeah, that's me.
You feel absolutely nothing, and it feels very strange. As in,
I'm so dead inside.
as in, you hadn't noticed that you were never truly alone, and right now, for a very brief moment, you think you've been cut off. There's a part of you that wonders. And meanwhile, you hear the call for meetings on deck. You can choose to go up if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds grumpy.
So you go up. You guys.
In the back.
You are
I'm in the back of the meeting.
chilling. Yes.
I'll go up for this meeting, but I'm bringing a bowl with me and I'm making a pie crust.
Okay. Nice.
A single pie for the whole crew.
So yeah, you guys gather.
I stand next to the captain.
Okay. And next to Detrius. Footsie looks annoyed at that, but he doesn't. You know, he doesn't have the confidence, the balls to stand next to the captain like that.
Thing we know about Eugene, huge cojones.
But he has a silverback.
Actually, stoppers.
Coming up onto the deck,
Polished every day.
Eugene's got giant gobstopper. Mummy is so naughty.
as you guys get out on deck, you see not too far away, probably 100 feet away, a jagged rock of an island. Trees and shrubs cling to this one large kind of protruding rock that makes up the majority of this island space. Around it is just open ocean, and you can see that it's kind of like one huge rise, like a ramp up this rock, with a cliff the other side. And you haven't seen land for at least like 2 weeks, so the site is probably pretty welcome.
What's that?
It's a rock in my head. I think it's maybe basalt.
Vaguely
maybe.
remember them.
Yeah, you're next to the tiefling that is
Moxie's tiefling?
Yeah, allegedly making something for Moxie.
Moxie's boyfriend.
Grin. He's like carving stuff next to you.
What are you carving?
Just a little something I'm working on.
What's the little something you're working on?
It's a ring.
Oh, for who?
Secret.
Is it someone you like?
He moves away from you.
It's actually cursed. Is that the D&D equivalent of like being on your phone during a meeting?
Yeah.
Whittling.
Yeah, whittling. The captain steps forward in his long, kind of like salt-crusted coat. He looks pale in the sunlight. It's been cloudy for a few days. The kind of almost translucent skin on his face is much more visible. We will be taking a day to check our repairs, a day for Cookie to recover, for us all to recover, a day for us to remember sorrow, and to thank whomever God you wish to thank that we survived. And with the sunrise tomorrow, our plunder awaits. He points to the rock. And there's a few people who are like, chatter. A few people like clink empty cups. And Detrius, to those of you with passive perception higher than 13.
Nope.
No, but I am stood right next to him.
You'll see this then.
Freya does.
Freya sees it. Amaya?
14.
Yeah,
No,
so
yeah, 14.
So you see as well. Detrius looks a little bit annoyed. He kind of has a snipped conversation with the captain, that's kind of like in his ear. Eugene, actually, you're pretty close to him, so you probably would roll a... Are you going to try and hear?
Yes.
Okay, roll a perception check. Roll a perception check.
Good boy.
15.
Yeah, you hear not every word, but you catch most of it. He basically says, "There's no time for this. You said it yourself. The blood key and what we did in Yelanriae, it's a beacon to ascendant forces." And the captain basically cuts him off and he's like, "Take the day, old friend. This is not like you. Take the day." And he walks off. And the ship kind of, people begin jobs that needed doing since the storm, kind of picking up the remnants of the tattered sail and repairing them. That you guys kind of aren't guided to do any tasks, so you more or less have the day. The deck is kind of a rush of activity. Aura goes down to below deck and basically just chills out down there. Freya sits with the God Lantern for a while, but also looking out at the sea at this moment, just watching the waves. And then there's a moment, probably in the middle of that conversation, Sentinel, where you're kind of attention to being cut off is abruptly halted, and you feel something reaching out towards you, kind of mentally, but then pulling back.
See if it happens again.
Okay.
I'm going up to the crow's nest to hang out.
Okay.
Like the most angsty teenager you've ever met.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna make this pie.
Okay, pie making.
Pie time.
Pie time.
I want to ask Florin for a story.
Okay.
I'm in a story mood.
Okay.
Listening to the waves.
And what about you, Moxie?
Probably would just be working on my spell, probably.
Okay. You've still got materials to burn through, right?
Well, yeah. But, yeah, like I said, I was gonna. Yeah.
I wouldn't burn them on a ship.
Okay. Florin is with Footsie again.
Oh no, you're really gonna take this.
Hey there, you. Jellybean.
Really, fellow Valentine is also Footsie.
Oh, okay.
But for you, Florin, Eugene.
Okay.
That's right.
Eugene, that sounds more natural to me, so. Yeah.
I think the jelly bean thing went further than I thought it was going to. Moxie might call it a prank. I don't know if I'd be so crude, but.
Okay. Well, how can I help? How can I help you out?
I was just. It's such a lovely day, and the water's calm now after the storm, and I was just wondering if you had any stories.
Oh,
I mean, about storms, maybe, or
stories about storms. Nothing really comes to mind. First, he's like, What are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, he looks at you. He doesn't know what I do, you know my thing, the story thing. He doesn't know that.
well, you can listen to Footsie.
Well,
It's very calming, especially with the sea as the background.
I tell you what, I'm a nighttime storyteller, Eugene. You come to me this evening, you bring something to drink, you got yourself a deal.
Charlie's like, no story.
No, sorry. I need to prep.
You bring me drink, you come to me with anyone who wants to listen. Sure.
I'll bring a crowd, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll be there.
It's been a while since
Technically, it's a crowd of one.
You know what, Eugene? If it's just you, me, and a bottle of something, then that sounds great.
I do have several beers on my person.
Well, it's a good start.
They could be our friends tonight.
That's so sad.
He
Beers are my only friend.
Persephone.
he gives you a wink and knocks the hat and then wanders off, seemingly to do nothing. And Sentinel, you feel the wind coursing through your hair, and whatever's not tied up, kind of whipping around. It's cold up there, even with the beating of the sun. It is still cold, and then you feel that reaching out happen again, and this time there is a loud kind of pop, and as though being cut off mid-shout, Zeal appears on the taffrail of the banister of the crow's nest. He's like, "Don't you dare!" Oh, bloody hell!
The fuck are you doing here?
Look, I know you don't want to see me right now, but he's mad.
Fine.
It's bad.
Oh, good.
He's in your room.
Oh, fuck.
You better see him.
Yeah, okay, fine.
All right.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go.
Yeah.
You bamf. The locket falls onto the crow's nest.
You're just stuck up there.
Forever. That's where I live now.
Okay, you immediately appear in your bedroom, and he is sat on your bed. The Enigma, like a huge kind of, like a caveman in a fancy velvet coat, covered in dust, and he looks mad, and he like combs his big hand through his hair, and he's holding your letter. What is this?
I'm assuming you can read. This is me laughing much.
This is my fault. This is
How is this your fault?
because I I asked too much of you, but not in the way that you can't handle something, because you can handle anything that I throw at you. What I mean is, I asked you to do something that I barely understand myself. That's where we are.
How is this your fault? How are you interpreting this as your fault?
Well, he stands and moves over to the other side of the room, and a bottle of wine up in his hand. Are you drinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 9 a.m.
What a skill.
Of course I am. I love him.
He pours himself a massive glass, and he's like, doesn't touch the sides, but drinks it. I'll be damned if I won't try. And he hands you a glass.
More?
Tops out.
Say when.
He just puts the bowl on the floor, like next to the bed. I don't know how you're feeling, and I don't deem to understand it. But what I do know is that I have asked you... How could I possibly ask you to stop the breaking of the 1,000 seals when I don't even... I don't even know what they are. What if it has nothing to do with the Forgotten? What if the seals should be broken? And I have presented you with this huge question, this huge ask, and I have given you no guidance whatsoever.
And?
Well, it's a bit much, isn't it?
I mean, who cares about impossible asks? I've taken so much from you, surely an impossible ask is fair enough.
You clearly don't know what you've given me.
Nothing.
I mean, I'm remembering more than I have in... I mean, that's the point, I can't remember.
And how do you know how it has anything to do with me? That could just be time.
No, it's
Could have been anyone.
it's not that. It's
Could have been Zeal.
No. Seal is part of this place. Seal is... He whatever he was is forgotten. And even he is remembering more. Look. Okay. Now, I rarely do this. And I don't like doing it.
Not again.
But because of your father, who sounds bloody awful. And I'm your patron, but I am your patron. And I was at your age once, I think. Well, I must have been. But what I'm saying is that there are times when I know best. Okay? I know that this is not what you want to hear, but this is you're a part of this under my roof.
How do you even know? How do you remember that this is your room?
You're grounded. For a day.
I am 28 years old.
I know. And it shows.
You can't ground me.
Yes, you're in this house. Drinks wine.
No PlayStation.
And I'm not grounding you for the book thing, by the way.
Oh yeah, sure. Fucking sure.
I'm grounding you for this, and he flaps the letter about.
Which is about the book thing.
A little time to depressurize.
Oh yes, I'm just supposed to fucking sit and stare at a wall all day. Like, that's gonna pissing hell.
Fine, you can bring whoever you bloody want then. You know you can. Bunks.
Oh no, but I have to leave to do that? Am I allowed to leave?
Yes, but you're grounded. Look,
How do you even know what grounding is?
I don't. I'm trying here. No, I'm not. Yes, you may go, and then you have to come back.
Why are you doing this?
Because I think it's the right thing to do.
This is fucking bullshit.
Yes, I know. Well, I've been here thousands of years. I'm sure that one day we'll be all right. Well, that was awkward.
It was fucking horrendous.
I'll be here, as always, in the house. I'll probably keep my distance from you and your friends, but You know I'm only
I know
a...
you're pissing antisocial.
Well, yes, exactly. You can take Zeal with you, or you can leave him with me. It's up to you. I know that he's
Well, I'm here anyway. It's not like I can lock him out. He does what he fucking wants, including spitting on my bed, and I've not forgotten that, Zeal.
He's like looking around the banister of the bedpost, like. Well, you know, I'm not apologising. He walks out the room.
I'm gonna throw my pillow at Zeal.
It takes him out. He's like off the bed.
Fuck's sake! It's absolute bullshit. And I go back out from my bar, bounce out, and go find everyone who's around.
Okay. You appear on the crow's nest. You slide down the ladder.
Is there anything on the crow's nest I could throw?
No, it's just loads of bird shit.
Full of rage.
Throw some bird shit.
Yeah, that's, sorry, could I have, instead of been working my spell, could I actually have been looking at the bones that I got instead?
Sure. Roll
Bone check.
an Arcana check, please.
Cool. Can I get advantage?
Roll to bone.
From Ansel?
Is Ansel proficient in Arcana?
No, but you let me have proficiency with him when he helped me before.
In Arcana?
Yeah, because he centers me.
He is magic.
He centers me.
He gives the help
Helps me focus.
I wouldn't give that to you.
If I've given it to you before...
You have in when I was studying for investigation checks. I don't know if I think it was definitely investigation. I don't know.
I would say for prolonged periods that's a valid thing, but not for this quick 10-minute Arcana check.
Okie dokie.
I appreciate the Moxie.
But it's a very good attempt.
That's the wrong way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
15 still.
Yeah, as I said before, the sigils on them are they resemble spellwork. They resemble sigilism, but they're all out of kilter and a bit wiggly and a bit strange. And for a moment, when you're kind of laying them out on the deck, and you're like, for one orientation, you think that you've kind of puzzled it, almost like the shapes of the bones, kind of tracing these images on the bones, and you kind of think, hang on a minute, have I got one of these circles to complete? But it doesn't match up, and it's almost the puzzle doesn't work. But you're pretty sure that the snaps of sigilism that you see, or the spellwork more than sigilism, which is mainly alchemy and artificing, it is familiar. You get the feeling that it is some kind of communication-based spellwork, but it's very difficult for you wouldn't know where to start with it at the moment. Okay. Sentinel.
Yeah, I go round everyone up, and I round them up in the kitchen with Ahmaya.
Do I sense you're angry?
Rolling insight check.
Let's see how this goes. That is a 12 on the dice.
I mean, if you'd got higher than a 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah!
I'm going to, when I sense that Sentinel is angry, I'm going to go get another big bowl, put some flour, some water and some yeast in it to mix it up. And be like,
Just wait there for a bit.
knead this as angrily as you want to.
I would love to. I unfortunately do not have time.
You can take it with you.
We can. We can make a start for half an hour. Everyone gather an overnight bag. You need to make us a picnic, and I will see you downstairs in half an hour.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Aura's already down there. He's chilling. Freya will follow. Starts packing a bag. Ahmaya?
I'm going to leave Cookie the most basic instructions of the pie I've made.
Okay.
And tell him that it's self-service. There's already some sort of side dish thing.
Okay.
It's basically bung in the oven, bring it out, self-serve.
Roll.
Everyone's fine.
Roll in terms of your instructions and the way that you're prepping him to make this. Roll a. I guess it would just be an intelligence check.
Oh, no.
To try and write out instructions that you think he's going to be able to grasp.
Have you got a plus yet? You still in negative?
I think I'm still negative, I am. It's an 11.
Okay. You think you did a decent job? You row out. It's a very simple recipe. You've done this so many times.
Well, it's not even a
easy.
recipe, it's literally ready. He just needs to put it in the oven and take it back out again.
Yeah, but did you write down the?
But yeah, this is like the Bake Off, the middle round where they don't tell them how long.
Oh, like the, what was it?
I can't remember what
Technical
it's called.
challenge,
Yeah,
the technical.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it just says make a pie.
With a smiley face at the end.
Yeah.
And then I will bring the bowl with the dough with me because I feel like it's going to be needed.
Okay.
I don't actually mean like that. And I will pack everyone a lunch.
Okay.
And a dinner.
And the dinner.
Okay.
Did you say it was going to be overnight?
Yes.
I go and get Florin, because I'm getting the story.
Howdy.
We're going somewhere.
Not until tomorrow, little guy.
No, just come with me. I would like the story still.
Yeah, I'm happy to give you a story. I thought we made a deal.
We did, but never mind.
Where'd you...
Come on.
Okay, he follows you.
Come on.
He follows you down, yeah. Okay, so everyone, including Florence, now down below deck.
Ahmaya's got a backpack, one bag of like food under the other, and a giant bowl of dough. I'm ready.
Aura's like, what's going on?
I'm not there because I'm in a room. I'm down like bottom deck.
In the hold?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm spellcasting.
Oh, right, okay. Anyone know what's going on?
I don't know, Sentinel told us we were going somewhere, so I got food in my bag.
Have you got Chaos Bolt ready?
It's always ready.
I was born ready.
I would say that it's if you started pretty quick, it's probably rounding up to half an hour now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put this stuff down then. I'll pick it back up when you're ready.
Come down in half an hour.
Yeah. So you hear them as you're coming towards the end of the cast. You hear them upstairs mumbling.
Oi!
Ah.
Come on!
Eugene, you know where this is. You've been down there.
Yeah.
You pull open the hatch. And what do they see?
I'm sweating. This is the most it's been 30 minutes of solid spell casting, and I'm not used to this kind of ritual spell casting. And I'm like,
okay.
fuck me. This
It's
is
still
awful.
a bit of a mess down here.
So bad, and it's like a huge, it's like a 7 foot by 3 foot rectangle all on the floor. Like it's huge, and it's like covered in like sigils and like sigilism and like in dust and dirt, and I'm just literally like, fucking Jesus, why are rituals so bullshit?
I don't want to cast doubt on what's going on, but are you okay? Because you've just told us to get ready and then drawn a door on the floor.
Yep, and I kicked the door and jumped down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you see. Like, door opens into this black pit, and Sentinel just goes.
How does that work? That squiggle's upside down.
I pinch myself.
I stick my head back out. Fucking get in there.
There ain't a hope in any fucking hell.
I'm gonna grab him and push him.
Okay,
He
roll.
can, so I can take up to 6.
Yes, roll a athletics check. No, it'd be a contested strength check. So yeah, athletics.
That rolled out of my dice tray. Can I roll it again?
No. That's not how D&D works.
Shut up.
He didn't do very well.
What was it? Athletics.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still an 11.
He got a 12.
Oh no!
So you shove, and he's like, "Whoa!"
holding so much stuff.
You knock his hat, and it almost goes in, and he quickly snatches it out.
I was gonna say, can I try and kick his hat in? Because then he'll definitely go in after it.
Is this what you were talking about,
if you
Eugene?
kicked in it, can I try and grab it?
Okay, roll dexterity base, so I guess
didn't think
acrobatics.
there'd be a door in the floor,
can I do
but
sleight
I do
hand?
have.
Yes, sleight hand.
I show him some beers, but I do have beer, so we can just
also
we can
12.
drink through this, I guess.
Wait, Eugene, I don't want to go in this friggin' hole. You got a 19 natural.
Damn.
Get the. What is going on? I don't want to go in the hole.
fucking hole!
Why? Why?
Get in the hole and I'll tell you. Just get in the fucking hole, Florence!
Roll an intimidation.
What's 8 plus 30?
I'm gonna add.
I am
my,
slightly hysterical.
Okay.
I'm gonna add my not inspiration, whatever it's called to that.
80.
Okay, but I'm not doing any fighting, all right?
Probably fine.
Jumps in the hole. Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I pass the bowl of dough down to Florin. Careful with that.
Freya holds back Aura and is like, we're gonna just stay here and make sure that no one finds this giant hole in the floor and falls down into another world. Okay?
Or best keep an eye on Freya then.
Aura's like, he nods his head and he's like, Eugene, message us with your little... Oh no, you can't. Oh.
Savage.
Can you? Can you do it to anyone, or is it just to Lena?
No, it's a pair of sandstone, so...
Yeah.
I disappear. Seal, get the fucking book! Oh no, I will have needed it to do my ritual spell casting.
Yeah.
I take Kill It out, and I just... So they can write, someone can write their name in.
Okay, Freya grasps it immediately and writes her name in it.
Fucking fine.
I'm in the hole with my sandwiches, my dough, and my backpack.
Aura looks at you and goes, don't die. And then they leave.
That sounds like something Steve would actually do.
Yeah, I was trying. Okay. So,
Yeah. Wait, so can any of my skeleton, can any of them come?
they would count as people, so
Well, since Florin's already in here, kind of no.
I guess you could take one.
I could take two, but Freya and Aura couldn't come.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I thought they weren't coming.
But they... If we are still in here tomorrow, like when they're back,
I get you.
they might come in.
Alright, okay, yeah. You know what? They'll stay out here and guard as well.
That's a good idea.
Smart.
Okay, the skeletons are guarding the giant hole in the floor.
Just heads up, if we're gone for too long, you might have to kill them.
We're going to be gone for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Kill them!
Yeah, if we're gone for that long, then you'll have to kill them. You have to put them down.
Freya's like, can we just not?
That's how it works.
That's how it works. If I'm not
Can
back,
you just put them down?
if I'm not back in a day, then they'll turn.
What if you just drop the spell?
I mean, yeah, but I don't wanna.
You let my baby sister keep her fucking spell up as she wants, Freya. Just kill the skeletons. They'll be back the day after.
Yeah, I can bring them back.
Okay, Aura.
I'll leave them both a beer.
If it's been like nearly a day, just like take them out before, and they won't fight back. If you do it, if you do it like.
Aura says they won't have a chance.
Okay, I like
They're literally, by the time we jump in, they're already dead. In the most over the top way. You choose like 3 third levels.
Fireball!
Just throws the bones off the ship.
He just vortex warped them and the floor of the ship. Gone. Right.
Got him.
Okay.
So on the stats.
And Freya's also gone.
So you guys.
Don't stand this weak
I assume you go
behaviour.
in, Moxie.
Yeah, of course I go in.
So we're all in Sentinel's hole.
Lovely. Proud of that one.
Are you?
No, I said, are you? Are you proud of that one?
Yeah, you are.
I've been thinking about it since
been saying that-
Sentinel was like, I've got a hole in the floor.
Okay.
Only
So-
my wife's allowed in my hole.
Why did you invite us all in?
So much room. Right.
I'm your sister.
You want to get the fuck out?
This is taking a turn. I'm so sorry I said that.
Okay. So, you all appear in the, a place of your choosing, I guess.
In by the bunk beds.
By the bunk beds in the library.
Yeah.
So another door appears in the ground. You guys go from a gravity shift, so you fall into the floor, and then your feet hit the ground, and then you kind of move on this corridor. And as you're moving along, you see the black swirling mist of the ceiling of the subtle house. And as you climb in, there's a strange shift again as you move up, and you tilt forward, and you're standing next to the doorway on the floor that you just exited. And you are in a library that would definitely be called grand if it wasn't for the black mist that has eaten away at the walls, the ceilings. You can still see some of the rafters that are hanging on, some of them floating, seeming to be attached to nothing. The bookshelves have been eaten away and cracked. Some of the walls are falling in, plaster exposed. But the walls and the floor themselves are made of a beautiful mosaic that you're sure reacts to some people's feet anyway.
This is cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And in the wall are almost like resting places for bodies are bunk beds that have been recessed.
Skyrim.
Yeah, recessed into the wall are 6 bunk beds.
Do we get to sleep in this giant book room?
Yep. Pick a bunk.
You mean I get to sleep in a library?
Yep.
Book room.
Happy birthday, Eugene.
Thank you. No, it's a library book. I suppose it is a book room, but we say library.
Does library mean book room in like a different language?
You've been to a library.
In Elvish, yes, that's the joke.
No, I know, but I call it big book room.
I don't think you ever said big book room.
I don't know if I said it out loud.
Okay.
I was thinking it.
She says things out loud without thinking a lot. You hear that. That was Zeal.
Can we hear you, Seal?
He immediately shuts his mouth.
You started this. You have to communicate with them now. This is your own fucking problem. If we're stuck
I have
in here
so
for
many
a whole
questions.
fucking day,
Oh
see, if I have to be punished, so do you.
He kind of you see in his face that he realises he can't bamf. So he's just like...
Welcome to hell, Zeal!
He looks at the hole in the floor. Just sits down.
Can you
Salts.
speak like lots of words? Like, are you fluent in
All the words.
common or whatever it is we speak?
I'm fluent in whatever I need to be fluent in.
Can I start speaking to him in Basilman Elvish and see if he can speak that?
It's a bit poncy.
That's very rude.
He says it in Basilman Elvish.
Is he being rude?
It's been really rude.
Zeal?
I'm sorry, I didn't know I could speak it, but it sounds poncy.
That's great.
So are you.
Do I know another language?
What's that?
On your character.
I meant like, do the Opari have a language?
No,
Is
they
it on your
speak
sheet?
common.
Huh?
They speak common.
All
For
right.
the sake of the rule.
For the sake of this, no.
Okay, can you understand me? And I say that in Abyssal.
Think so.
Okay.
Leave the little guy alone. He is suffering enough by having to socialise for the first time.
I speak to him in Draconic.
Fuck me!
It doesn't matter the noises that come out of your mouths. I can understand the meaning behind them. It must be something to do with the... I'm gonna go.
No, you're not.
No, don't go anywhere. You're
I can walk wherever I like. And
No,
he walks off.
I can grab him by the scruff of his...
Oh!
I have to suffer, so do you.
Can we at least go and look at the place that we were... the gate?
I need to explain why they're fucking here first.
Okay.
I just put them in a room.
He hides behind your hair.
I
had
try
to
and
bring
entice him
Flo-
out with some food. Seal?
Why are we here? I had to bring
do you want
Florin
some
to
food?
tell me a story later.
I mean, hopefully we get time for a story.
We made a promise.
Great news, everyone. I'm grounded.
By who?
The big guy.
Who's the big guy?
The guy who lives here.
He's taller than you.
He's huge. Everyone's, I know.
Is he in here?
Like your patron.
Yeah.
Ooh, you get to meet
Nope.
them.
Why?
Because he is antisocial and he's grumpy today.
But so are we, so we'll get on.
No, we're
really
very
well.
social. We talk to each other all the time.
Yeah, but outside of our...
Yeah, no, that's true, but he doesn't have anyone in the bubble.
Maybe
Mom
he
told
needs
me not to
someone in
talk to
his bubble.
strangers.
He has me.
Yeah, how often does he talk to you? And also, how often are you here anymore?
Yeah, he has you.
He
Anyway.
could have us too. But Eugene said he's not allowed to talk to strangers because Mum said that.
I don't want to give myself to a patron.
That's fine, you don't have to. Just don't sign anything while you're here.
Careful what you sign when you're in here.
Stop being a creep!
I sit in the corner.
He's seen everything though, remember that. So he knows a lot about your mannerisms.
So I have been grounded. I was allowed to come and get everyone because I've been bored out of my
Is it
fucking
because
stuff.
of the book?
Apparently not. Almost certain.
Like you've been grounded with your friends.
That
I mean,
sounds
I
like
had
a pretty
to-
fun
I
grounding.
mean, yeah. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, I never got to see Mariko whenever
When I was
whenever
grounded,
got grounded.
I was sent to
doesn't-
my room alone.
Me too.
Yeah, and I kicked off because I'm 28 years old.
Yeah.
You got grounded.
I slapped Moxie on the arm.
Oh no, I did.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
try and dodge.
Rolled it.
I miss my mama and papa.
Aw. You okay, Eugene?
Yes, but I don't want to be grounded or anything, but it'd be nice to be grounded, I suppose.
One.
It'd be nice to be
1 hit point of damage. Take it.
What were their names?
Beatrice and Edwin.
Good names.
Thank you. I don't really know how to respond to that. I mean, I think so too.
I'm not used to talking to... Yeah. Can we go now?
What were your parents' names?
He doesn't remember.
I don't.
This is the problem.
Oh.
He doesn't remember, the big guy doesn't remember. And if I'm gonna be stuck here for a full fucking day, we're gonna go and do some exploring. So there's a whole like wing of this place that showed up a while ago.
It sucks.
When have you been in there?
Oh, I'm not... never. Maybe.
How do you know that it sucks? It could be rad.
Okay.
We're going exploring. Put your stuff down.
Have they been checked by medical professionals? I mean, if they can't, both of them can't remember, that's...
They can't leave here. And I don't know how
seems to
many...
leave.
Well, yeah, but he's just a normal squirrel when he's out of here.
I don't think many squirrels are blue.
He has a point.
Yeah.
I don't know much, but I know that squirrels ain't usually blue.
Yeah, but if then I take him to a vet, they're going to try and work out why he's blue.
What's a vet?
It's a
animal
magical
guy.
place where all animals go to get cuddled and
I'm
stroked.
not an animal.
I mean, you kind of are, bud.
But
We're
you're
all
not a squirrel.
animals.
Do animals wear glasses?
Yes.
Some do.
They can.
They look real cute when they do.
I mean, you must have been on the internet by now, surely.
Internet exists, canon.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all again.
I can tell by the tone of your voice that that's correct.
I don't like talking.
Can you say two things that are true about yourself, and one thing that's a lie?
Don't make him do intro games. He's a poor old guy with few memories, and he's already pissed off enough.
I'm
as
trying
it
to
is.
bribe him with more food as you're saying this.
If we can go in a minute, I'll do it.
Yeah, sure.
He takes the... Two things that are true. The first one,
No, you're supposed to say two truths and a lie, and then we have to guess which one's the lie.
yeah.
So you don't tell us.
I'm blue.
Do or die.
Took him a while. It's a slow burn.
I'm blue. I'm not a squirrel. And
Even Ahmaya will get there.
Ahmaya is smart.
You said two lies, buddy.
No.
Because you are a squirrel.
Are you not really blue? Are you colourblind?
Actually, some sort of shade of grey.
He hides behind Sentinel's head again.
It's actually a teal.
Right. Also, little bud, you need to show us where to go, because I don't know where we're going. Put your stuff down. We're going on an adventure.
He jumps down, and he takes you through the subtle house.
How's Florin doing?
He is in bed.
Is he not concentrating?
He's laying in the bunk bed like, I told you I ain't finding nothing. All right? If these lot come running down if they come running up the hole in the floor, I'll come with. But I'm not falling for this one again. All right? I almost died
When?
when we were under the goddamn water.
See.
Why didn't you have the
Were you
potion
there?
then?
Well,
Were you there?
You were very brave.
Thank you, Moxie.
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you.
I remember now.
I'm still not coming. Nice try. And he leans back into the bed. Zeal takes you through the house. Should you choose to follow him?
Yeah.
Yes.
If my sword rings at any point, can you please tell me?
I will.
And as soon as that happens, if it happens, I want to ask to see the lexicon.
Okay.
That's
Very
all.
well. You guys are taken through the house. Zeal leading Sentinel leading the rest of you. And you see these grand hallways, black and white mosaics that move underfoot like butterflies, like murmurations of birds. There are two looping staircases that you see lead to just dark doorways. They don't go anywhere. One of them's broken off at the top. And you go through a series of almost nightmarish corridors at points, which don't make any sense. They turn back on themselves and they go up. And eventually, you make your way to what looks like an entrance hall. And at the end, at the front, at the far side, are a huge set of cast iron and glass doors that lead out into a courtyard that is completely covered in this black mist. And Sentinel, I think you've seen this before. You know that this leads to the courtway, and you can kind of see through the glass above the black fog. You see almost like it's like a church-like construction. This huge thing made of stone and brick, buttresses extending out the side and down into nothing, kind of 100 feet away. This thing is about 100 feet away across the courtyard. And as you approach, almost like with wind blowing it, the gate kind of goes and opens, screeches the hinges slightly. There you go.
On then.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay. Are we...
What did I just say 20 minutes
I
ago
don't know.
before we started walking?
I thought it was just, do I have to...
If I have to suffer, so do you.
Okay.
I walk forward a bit and then, like, hold out some more of this food that I'm just...
Ahmaya, there's still some left for us, right? There is no food here. That's why you had to bring a picnic.
Yeah.
I don't even need it.
Yeah, but you like it though, don't you? Yeah. Come on, this way.
Follows you.
Can I still speak to him telepathically? Like, do you really not want to come in?
I'll come.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
I want to come with you.
Okay.
What are things that you wanted to say to us that you couldn't say?
Oh, there's too many things to say. They're all, oh, I forgot them. Yeah.
Good work, bud.
It's this, yeah.
But why did you say that with a big smirk on your face?
I don't know. He walks into the mist. Okay.
I made him braver.
He disappears out into the courtyard, into this green and black fog. Almost as like green wisps at the end of it. Okay. You guys are going through. Okay, so it takes your eyes a few moments to adjust. It's like the fog is blocking the light, and you can see kind of 20 feet or so in front of you. And as you move across this courtyard, it smells of almost sulfur. It smells of brick dust and plaster and old dry stonework. And you come across a fountain in the middle of a marble statue, and the statue in the center of this fountain is of a woman, wind-blown robes. She reaches up to the sky, but much of it has been eroded away by the Forgotten. Her hand, for example, is just, and bits of her torso are just kind of suspended in nothing. And I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
No.
Well, I have something.
Just to
that
check, is this a magic effect or like a spell?
It would be classed as a magic effect.
I think it's probably just a spell that I get advantage. I won't.
Zeal, as you walk through, and this is more of an immediate thing in your mind that you hear as Sentinel, is that he says, "You'll have to hold on to your identity. It is possible and easier for myself, but it can still take from you. It can still make you forget things. And you hear him kind of rambling those things. Wisdom saves. What did you get?
10.
10.
16.
Okay, that's a success. That's a fail.
Yeah.
10.
10 is fail.
18.
18 is a success. Okay, those of you that failed, could you, once you've succeeded, you're immune to this effect for 1 hour. I need you to roll a D100 if you failed.
Smart crew aren't forgetting nothing.
Yeah.
What's the 100 again? That and that?
The 2d10.
Two spinny tops.
Yeah. You feel the Forgotten is like a cloying mist around you. It is warm and soaking. You get advantage on the save because of your connection to the Anymore. warm. The mist is warm and soaking,
80?
but without any water, without any moisture, but it clings to you.
12.
That's a fail. D100. Ahmaya.
I rolled a 9, so it would be 13.
Okay, that's not enough.
Cool, that's fine.
What did we
Sorry.
get? D100s.
60.
60. You feel the forgotten invade you through your skin, and for a moment everything seems blurry and everything seems dark, and for the next I need you to roll a 1d10. You are going to have to attack the nearest creature. A 1. That is as lucky as it gets. For 1 minute this lasts. Each round you have to use your action to attack the nearest creature to you.
Do I... no, never mind. Who's the nearest creature to me then?
Zeal.
Great. Great.
Okay. Roll an attack. What did you get, Ahmaya? Only D100?
80.
80.
Is that where I needed it?
You have an overpowering urge to eat something such as dirt or slime or offal.
I can sort you
anything
out.
that is close by.
Oh, I left the bowl of dough behind.
That is ironic.
Get some yeast.
Yeah. Okay, what did you roll?
21.
Okay, that hits.
Yeah, of course it
Roll
fucking
damage.
He's so dead now. So, what? Hang on. 10.
He kind of goes, what the? Disappears.
But where does he go? Because I just thought he came back here.
So it's dead forever now.
Permadead.
So do I have to, if it's for a minute, do I have to keep going
Yep.
to the next thing?
So 6 seconds. I will roll to see
We've
who's the
seen
clearest.
this. We've all seen this, right?
Yeah, you would have seen that.
What the hell?
He wasn't that rude to us.
You are just you're seeing shadows, things in the mist. It's not. You don't see them. You just see things. It's almost like I gotta just attack these things.
Okay.
There's no fear. It is just I need to attack these things. It's like you're almost back in. Suddenly your mind kind of makes you're in the training room back at home. These things are dummies. They're moving towards you. You need to get them. 1, 2. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3.
That's a 15 plus 7.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
what are you hitting me with?
My rapier. It's another 10.
Cool.
10 points damage.
Can I respond to that? Sentinel, I'm sorry, and I cast levitate.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. Now,
Get a sweet in my hand and sort of make it rise my hand, and hopefully you'll do the same.
yeah, you're right. You.
Well,
no,
do I have
Yeah,
to
you get a
oppose
con
it?
save, yeah,
Would
16.
I be able to choose to oppose it? Would I have to try and keep hitting things?
all it says is that you have to use your action to attack. It doesn't say anything else.
So
You can't even really.
because I guess because the question is, would I choose to fail it or not, or if I think I'm being attacked?
I don't think from what he said, it's not an attack. So you can make the choice whether or not you think that someone would perceive that as an attack or as just something.
I think they would, if they honestly they're seeing dummies and they think that it's a con save, right? If they think that they're going to try and resist, they don't know why they're being sent into the air. 16.
Yeah, make it.
I will silvery barbs that.
Okay.
That's a 8 plus that's a 9.
Up you go.
How high?
Up to 20 feet.
Okay.
And remains suspended there for the duration. Spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. The unwilling creature sees con save.
For how long?
Bear with me.
And who gets the good barb? Moxie.
Only lasts for a minute, but give it to Eugene, I guess.
Now, does it say what type of attack?
Just an action to attack.
So
Worried about.
would I now have to do my Eldritch Blast? Yeah, which is now worse because it's 2 of them.
Oh no!
And it's a higher thing to
2.
hit. So who is closest to me now?
They're all in within range. I can roll
But
for you
who's
if you like.
closest to me?
I'll roll for you.
Sorry,
Same
am I
again.
just crouched down eating dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Closest to me.
you're just eating dirt. Oh.
Oh, fuck me. That's a 15 and a
Jesus.
19 on the die, so that's 2 more of those. And this is also
This has
higher
been on for
damage
some
dice.
time.
So this is 3, so I only have 3 more of these. Awful. So that's...
Actually, hang on. We should probably roll. Oh no, you won't be able to roll initiative because you're effectively preoccupied.
Jesus, this place is horrible.
This is great.
I'm just eating dirt.
Thankfully, you're immune to the specific effect once you've had it. So
Oh, yay.
I thought it was only you're immune to it if you fail.
you're immune to the forgotten if you succeed.
Yeah.
You're immune to that specific effect if
Great.
you've had it once.
That is 25 damage.
Shit. I can't even do that
Okay.
quick
Oh, you
maths.
did it.
We'll go back around to Eugene.
What did you do your first attack on?
It was
Seal.
2 10s. It's 2
So
10s.
10 and so
What are you gonna use?
This is great.
What are you going to do, Eugene?
You're flying up those steps.
It's great.
Fucking hell.
That
This feels right. It feels right.
So that's 3 more, right?
Does that even disturb me eating? Am I still going?
Yep.
No, yeah, you're not compelled. I'd say that when you see people getting attacked, you're like, what the fuck? So you can react. You just have a very overpowering urge to eat stuff.
I suppose Eugene doesn't. How far are we into this
About
courtyard?
halfway. You're kind of surrounded by the Forgotten.
So we can't see the house.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, so I think I'm gonna.
But you know where it is.
Yeah, Eugene would call out to Moxie, and be like, do you have anything that can help with this? Because
I have one shot maybe. Yeah, and you can take.
yeah, I'll hold my action.
Do dispel magic.
Okay.
So it works on choose one creature, object, or magical effect
Yeah.
within range.
So
Any spell a third level lower, it immediately ends.
yes, and third level. You're gonna go at third level.
Yes.
You point at Sentinel. You feel the kind of snap like a cord, and Sentinel. You come to your
Left
awareness.
just done.
Oh fuck yeah! You come
Less
to- yeah, you fall. You come to your awareness.
Still floating.
For the sake of this, so you guys know, it's not cured Sentinel of the Forgotten, but it has ended that specific effect. So those of you who've succeeded, you're immune for an hour. Those of you who failed, you're immune for good for that specific thing. So you won't have the attacking one again.
Good.
Well, I'm still eating what's nearby.
So you come to your senses, Sentinel.
Still levitating.
You're still levitating by the fountain. Ahmaya is eating dirt.
Do you want to sort out the dirt eater over there? And
I mean, I could, but it's quite expensive. It's not like it's hurting her.
Sentinel, why are we in this place? This is a horrible punishment for you being grounded. Surely you can just stay in your room like I did.
Cool, fine. Let's all, great. Let's all go back to my room. Let's all go back and just sleep this off. You guys can leave. Yuna's fucking stuck here. I'll find out what's in here by myself. Fuck this. I'm sorry that I suck ass. I'm sorry that I fucking can't be trusted.
Still
and I'm
floating.
so violent. No. I'm sorry I just destroy everything I like. Fuck this. Can I come down now so I can storm away?
Okay.
Swimming.
I move the sweet down in my hand and
Look, this whole thing is bullshit. If you want to go, you can go back. You can leave anytime you want.
what do you think's out here?
Dirt.
The place is called the Toyaska Wing, and I know it has something to do with what Freya was researching, and the fact that he remembered the name of whatever's in here is interesting, and the fact that it has the name of a fucking saint is interesting. I just want to know what this fucking place is. We can't see any of the building, like the
You
stuff
can
that-
now.
You can.
Yeah, you can't. You can see. So the way you came is covered in mist. The gate is covered in mist. You can see the subtle house that you came from, the crumbling mansion of it. But ahead of you, you do see the kind of church-like building, which is the Toyaska wing. This open set of doors that open into a kind of strangely walled and shaped room like a church. And you can see down the one side, the right-hand side of it, the flying buttresses that come out the walls of the church just extend down into just crystalline darkness. There's nothing down there.
Papari said never shy away from knowledge. I think that's probably appropriate here. Are you still eating dirt?
I was just going to ask that.
What did you roll in your D? Did you roll a D10?
No, you didn't ask.
Roll a D10.
Didn't you say it for an extra hour, didn't you?
No. Roll this. So the
didn't
effect.
ask
to
Sorry,
roll a
I should have asked you. Roll a D10.
Oh,
This has been about a couple of minutes, so
8. That's me 8 minutes.
Jesus.
so yeah. Throughout the conversation, you're not like you have a very strong urge. You can fight it though.
Oh, well, I'm going to
not-
fight it then. I thought you were meaning that I literally was just like,
not like
I
me.
eat drywall.
You're not like compelled to use an action to eat, but you have a very. It tastes good. It's like there's a crunch to this dirt. It's like a texture that you've never explored before.
I'm not eating it. I'm resisting as hard as I fucking can.
Okay. You can.
Do I need to roll on
You got dirt in your mouth.
No, I don't want to eat it.
Yeah, but you already have. That's what I said.
You were just like face down.
told me that I had to eat dirt.
Okay, I'll read you what it says and you can decide. You have an overpowering urge to eat something strange, like dirt, slime, offal, something like that. There's an
No.
Thank goodness there's some liver about.
I'm not gonna force you.
Okay, well I did not eat dirt then.
Okay, but you have a very strong urge to.
You really want?
I'm strong. I can avoid the urge.
But you really wanna.
It's fine.
So Ahmaya didn't need dirt. We'll retcon that, but she looks like
be so
she's
much fun.
really struggling with something.
Like her mouth is watering.
I'm sweating quite a lot, but I'm not going to do it.
I must be strong.
I can offer you some
you're-
sweets if that helps the urge.
Are you okay,
Do you know,
Ahmaya? You're okay.
I don't know. I don't want to eat dirt.
Azil appears. Did you say
can
that?
eat the dirt. Eat
No.
the dirt.
Dirt, dude.
It's wrong. It's so wrong.
Did he like walk or did he bounce?
He's walking.
I suppose it kind of looks like chocolate.
No.
You hear.
I close my eyes. I'm just like sweating profusely, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
You hear him telepathically, like, kind of, that hurt.
Don't just go back. Can't.
He runs up your side, like, scrabbles up your coat, and he just jumps on your shoulder. He holds onto your hair to like to hold himself up, but
Ow.
it's a little bit like that, but it's not too bad.
I like seize it and I'm like,
He is a bit weird.
Here comes offal.
he looks the colour of gobstoppers, Eugene.
Looks like meat's back on the menu. Just take this jelly bean.
Does it taste of dirt?
Does it look,
Dirt tasting jelly beans.
does it look weird enough for me to want to...
It's part of the amalgamated one that
Oh,
fell
weird.
down
Oh
the
hell yeah, that looks fucking weird.
Yeah, that one's a bit like it's gone a bit crystallized and slimy.
It looks like slime.
I've taken a bit off.
Slimy.
It
want to try it.
went down the loo.
I cleaned it though. I cleaned it.
Oh,
It's sterilised.
For an hour.
I take it.
I don't know what will happen, but
I'm like shaking. And I'm like, I like lick it.
Tastes sweet. Okay. So you're not eating
Oh,
a
no.
whole one.
no. But it
because-
was all of them amalgamated.
So it will be one effect.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna,
2, wasn't it?
Yeah, but she's not eating the whole thing.
I'm just licking it because then it will last longer and then I hopefully, won't eat anything else with. Oh no.
It tastes of dirt.
It smells like summer meadows.
Oh,
There's
we've had this
Had
one
this
before.
one though.
Yeah, but it's so perfect.
It is perfect.
Find the one that tastes
It
of dirt.
tastes like mud.
No, we have to have a new one.
That's what it says.
We've already had that.
Okay.
It'd be perfect for you to say potato over and over again.
We had that one already.
Yeah. And the cat's one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, that one's no good for this.
Oh.
Oh my god, you
we
cannot
go.
select. Just
I think we had that one as well. This one smells like cloudberries, but it tastes like ghost chilies mixed with regret and subtle undertones of ginger root.
I'm sweating even more now.
You experience hot and cold sensations. Your mouth will be on fire as though eating chilies. Your breath will condense like thick fog when exhaling.
No offense, Sentinel, but I'm struggling real bad.
What does the jelly bean taste like?
Hot and cold and fire and ice.
At the same time?
Yes.
That sounds really cool.
It's really not.
Actually, let me smell. Oh, I had quite a lot to drink when I made that one.
I can tell.
The urge to eat dirt fades, but the hot and cold remains. Zeal was just firmly planted on your shoulder.
Like, I'm just gonna fucking. This is all telepathic. I'm just gonna fucking stab you again. Like,
That's okay.
it's not okay.
Well, they're holding us up a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, she was trying to eat dirt. It was great.
Okay. The yawning gates into the church kind of swirl the mist in front of them, this black fog. You guys are kind of the other side of the fountain now.
I'm still licking this real wet sleeve.
Enjoy.
I've got 8 minutes to get through of this.
Is it helping?
So it's over.
A little bit.
Who has the best perception again? So, the best passive?
I've got 14, but I'm
Mine's
also
like-
really distracted right now.
10.
Mine's like 11.
So it's
Yeah, so it is 40.
unless it's Zeal.
Yeah, no,
I've got his stats. Hang on. No, 13.
Ah, it's not enough. Sentinel, Ahmaya, through the hot and the cold, you see, for a brief moment, a shape form in the mist towards the Toyaska wing. Looks like someone walking, and then it kind of blends away
Want to
into
taste
the
it?
smoke.
The smoky man.
Fucking sick. Alright, let's go. Smoke man!
Okay, you enter the church-like construction, and it is very similar to the room that you came from the other side in the actual Subtle House itself, but this one is in a far worse state. The walls are completely crumbling, sections of them have fallen away, and you're looking out into the abyss where it almost seems like a cut diamond in the distance, like that is the texture of the sky. And on the far side of this room, the carpet's completely ruined, the floorboards exposed. You see another open archway, an extended corridor with a shattered door that's just crumbling to bits.
Fun door. To the
You move.
door.
So this, as you move into this room, it could be an antechamber for the other place, but it is in a much worse state. The bookshelves have been destroyed, much of the walls are eroded. And Zeal says to you as you move past a gaping hole in the floorboards towards this shattered door, he's like, oh, actually, he would say this out loud. If you fall, you'll either be ejected or you'll die. I'm not certain which one, so don't fall.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that is scary.
And as you move into the middle of this hexagonal room, the forgotten in here, the smoke, it seems to contract from the walls, forming an amorphous blob of tarry smoke in the centre of the room, right in front of you. And this blob kind of swirls there, thicker, more viscous, and the shattered door kind of trembles, and some of the forgotten kind of threads in from the next room and joins this globule.
How big is it?
I would say it's about the size of a kind of small person, something an egg shape.
It's like, it's a Eugene.
Yeah.
Eugene size blob.
Is it Shadow Eugene?
You're probably sort of 15 feet away from it. It's right in the middle of the room.
So it's egg-like.
Yeah. You no longer have that.
Oh, is it gone now?
Yeah.
Oh. Fine.
So hot and cold's gone, or is it still there?
If she's still eating it, it's still there.
Oh no, I've stopped eating. If the urge is gone, sorry, I misunderstood because I
The
thought
fog
it was
is
for like
just
minutes.
it's fading. The fog in your mouth is or the mist in your
Yeah.
mouth is fading.
Thanks, Eugene.
Sorry?
Got me through.
I haven't finished it though.
I'll come back to
It begins spinning slowly, like drifting. But you guys are still 15 feet away from it or so. And past it is this shattered door.
Would we have to walk much closer to it? We can't skirt.
You could skirt if you wanted.
Want to skirt around it, or do you want to just touch it?
I think.
I kind of want to touch
I mean,
it.
Freya's not here.
Someone's got to then.
Someone's got to fucking touch it.
I don't want to touch it. It could have a thing in it and then
Could have a thing in it.
The scary thing.
You know, like this mist was pretty kind of messed with us before. Just a big concentrated blob of it. I don't want to touch it.
I'm not saying touch it with real hands.
Don't want to have a fake hand?
Mage hand.
Yeah, I do mage hand as well. You can touch it.
All of us get out of me.
Apart from Ahmaya.
Poke it.
Poke it.
I can throw a
Mage hand.
spanner
Poke
at
it.
it.
Mage hand poke.
Get out my handy helper bottle and just put it on the floor, and my mage hand comes up.
2 mage hands.
3 mage hands.
3
Three
mage
mage
hands.
And a spanner.
Okay, so the 3 mage hands go out. They each look a little different. Eugene says that thread from the bottle, and you go and you touch this thing, and the hand sinks into it like tar, and the globule kind of reacts to it, almost like twitching in strange kind of spasms. And you hear a shouting sound from within, like and whispers, and then you smell the sort of dust of the forgotten that you recognise. Sentinel, the broken brick, the rotting wood, and I need everyone. Actually, no,
Good.
I don't have enough.
Good.
Oh.
Sentinel and Moxie. Does a 14 and a 15 hit?
Yep.
Depends.
It depends which way around it is.
Yeah, they both hit me.
15, 14.
Yeah.
Both hit me.
Okay. You guys take 11 points of necrotic damage. I need you to make a con save. As these threads of condensed smoke lash out and attack you.
Is that 11 damage? Was it?
Yes, 11 points of necrotic damage and a con save.
Did a natural 20 succeed?
Yes, it does.
That is
So smug.
that is a 10.
I'm gonna add 5 to that.
Who
Okay.
got your
How many times can you do it?
After this, I think I'm gonna do it 2 more
it's
times.
only a minute.
Okay.
It's
Add 5 to it.
Yeah.
You succeed.
15 now, yeah.
Both of you succeed, and therefore nothing happens. But you are stabbed with this condensed spike of smoke. We will quickly roll initiative, but you can see this thing roiling. It isn't moving other than that. It's not seeming to attack you guys again. 20 to 25.
Lol.
Great.
15 to 20.
18.
15 for me.
10 to 15.
13.
Yeah,
No, that's a complete lie. 11.
Great for
11.
Oh, I also got 11.
11. Very nice. Okay, so top of the round we have Moxie. This thing is writhing, and at the top of the round before you act, the twitching takes on a nearly humanoid form. It has kind of arms, almost like it's almost hatching out of this egg-like thing that the shell molds into its body, and it has a kind of strange
Told you we should.
arm-like form, 2 legs, and it's kind of sat there, almost kind of hunched and hovering in this condensed smoke. What do you do, Moxie?
Oh man. Can I hold a?
I have something that I want to try that isn't attacking it.
Yeah. Can I? Yeah. I was going to. Yeah, can I try? Can I? Can I hold a chill touch? To if it does anything aggressive to attack any. Yeah. If it attacks anyone again.
Okay.
Can I? Yeah.
That's fine. So you will act on its turn if should it attack, because it's at the bottom of the round. So that's fine.
Cool.
Eugene.
I'm gonna go into my pouch, get some green-coloured sugar and blow and cast fairy fire on it.
Okay. It does it have a save?
A dex 16.
It fails. It doesn't seem to move, and because you're doing no damage, the sherbet dashes over the side of it and coats it in like almost highlighting the contours of its form on one side, and you can see there's almost like it's like a bin bag has been put over someone, and they're kind of writhing in it, and you can see rough outlines of the features, but nothing defined. Okay, advantages on attacks.
Can I also move to somewhere maybe cover if that's possible?
Sure, there's some smashed up bookshelves, so you'd have to You kind of have to like crouch slightly behind it,
I
but that's
don't
fine.
have to. I'll do the same, but not the same one. But I'll.
Yeah, that's fine. There's a couple of like
spread
rubble.
out,
You can hide behind some rubble. Okay, Sentinel and Ahmaya together.
Do you want to go first?
Go for it, yeah.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts?
Detect thoughts.
And see
Okay.
if I pick anything out of it.
And this is deeper.
No, I can only do for the first action. I can only check surface level to cast it, and then would be on my next turn to go deeper.
Okay, so surface thoughts this time. You enter this thing's mind, and it's you've done this only a few times, but each one there's a tangible similarity to yours, almost that internal monologue, images of thoughts, feelings, emotions about things that they're feeling there, and the things they're worried about, things they long for. This is like entering a mind that is a storm of fragments, of emotions, of nightmares, things that have conglomerated together into this mass of forgotten things. It is almost incomprehensible, but it is, in its own way, terrifying because it's so not human.
Cool. Fuck it. We are here all day. We can take as many naps as we possibly want. Mind Thrust.
Mind thrust.
Just bonus action.
Okay. Does it?
That's an
have a save?
intelligence saving throw.
That's a natural one.
That's great. That's great. That's great. It can then, on its next turn, it can choose whether it moves. It takes an action or a bonus action,
Very
and
nice.
that is 7.
Psychic.
Yeah.
Very nice. That seems to punch a hole directly through the center of its head. Like it's almost like you have shoved a spear through it. This absolutely horrifies this creature. It kind of splits open the part where you thought its head was. A bit of its arm just it ruptures. Ahmaya, what do you do? This is happening at the same time as your turn.
Amaya's a little bit conflicted. I don't know. I might just throw my spanner to see what happens.
Roll attack.
You get advantage.
You do indeed.
That's a natural 20. Do I have to roll it again?
No.
Nope. There's no point.
In case you get another 20, and then it's double crit. Double crit. You didn't.
So
Plus
plus
7.
7. So I rolled a 4 on that dice.
So that's
Plus
11. Oh, well, wow, you got rolled a 4 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you max the damage. So it's 15 points of damage.
With the
From a spanner.
I'm a fucking spanner.
Yeah, so smacked into its side, rips off the arm that Sentinel had already ruptured. It just falls and amalgamates into the rest of the mist around it. You guys, your trigger was... Yes?
Second attack.
Oh shit, yeah you do.
Do you have another spanner?
I do have.
Nice.
Roll the attack.
This time it's not so good. That's a 1 and a 2.
You get advantage. Oh, I see.
That's a 1 and a 2.
Unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, the second one goes off directly through where you just ripped off the arm.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, it writhes and screams. It's his go, or this thing's go. It is going to attack, so it'll happen, and then you guys, once it's done damage, you guys will get the reaction. It is going to attack the things that did the most damage. It only gets 1. That was Sentinel, did way more, I think.
Yep.
No offense. But it takes some
there is a
damage.
kind of contraction
No, I want it.
as it shrinks into this point and then fires out this kind of spike at you. That is going to hit. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, of course.
That is 13 points of necrotic damage. I need you to do a constitution save. What was that? Your maximum hit points are reduced by the amount equal to the damage taken.
Did I take 13?
13. And that lasts until you take a long rest. Okay. Top of the round. This thing.
I get my trigger.
You guys get your attacks. Sorry.
Oh no,
there's only one.
it's just.
Oh
Moxie.
yes, Moxie.
What's that? 17 plus 9. Yeah, 26. Cool. Oh man, that was the this one. 3 necrotic.
3 damage.
3 necrotic if it matters.
Was it chill touch?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that claw-like hand shoots across, freezing sections of it into solidified tar, and with that, at the top around it screeches, and dissipates into a mist that is retracted underneath the smashed door ahead of you, and it disappears into the next room. This room is now clear of forgotten mist, and it retreated into the next room.
Okay.
That is, you're out of initiative. The room is quiet. There's a kind of faint wind blowing in through one of the holes in the walls.
So we didn't have to keep following that thing.
I think so.
Cool. Can I pick up my spanners?
You pick your spanners up. Okay. So ahead of you is this smashed up door. The room is, you're not going to have to, if you were to stay in here an hour or just under an hour, you would not have to roll your saves because there is no more forgotten mist in here.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm being very careful to watch my step because I know I'm not the most agile of creatures.
You easily avoid the giant hole in the wall. Okay. Then the next room, you expect to see some grand hallway of a church, some massive kind of pew scattered. But what you find instead is a narrow corridor. Ahead, about 60 feet. About 60 feet ahead, the hallway widens to another set of double doors that are closed. But beyond it, smoke and green light pulses from around the edges. And about 30 feet ahead of you, halfway down the corridor, is a door to the right. You can see something glinting on it, like a door handle, a knocker, something like that.
Oh, the knockers on that.
You know,
I will leave.
That was not what Moxie did not say.
Yeah, Moxie could have said that. I feel like that would be like, I can see it.
60 feet.
To the end, it's about 30 feet to the door in the middle.
Is there like forgotten mist in this room?
Drifting at the door 60 feet away to the very end of the corridor, the far side. But the door halfway down on your right, that's kind of on the side of the corridor, there's no mist, there's no forgotten drifting about.
Oh, so it doesn't look like the one that I went through the first time and only time I've been in the Forgotten.
Maybe. You're kind of still down the corridor.
I'll go close to it.
So you, halfway down the corridor, you see this door. In the middle of this hardwood, kind of dark, stained door hangs a chain and a padlock in silver. The moment you see it, Jax, it clicks open.
You are going in? I'm going in. It opens? Yeah, I'm going in.
Zeal's like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I know you
it.
fucking hate. Stay here, and if it goes really wrong, then go and scream.
It grips onto your hair. Okay. The door you open.
Yeah.
Opens inwards into a room that is almost completely filled with statues.
Great.
Thin arms reaching out, motionless.
Love it.
They reach down at you, frozen.
Wonderful.
And down in the middle of the room, the gap where their reaching arms forms a kind of space, a crawl space. So you'd be, made with the fingers of these statues. And in the room beyond through this crawlway of arms and fingers, you can make out another door about 20 feet inside.
Do the statues have any faces? Are they faceless? Do
They have
look like
faces.
anything?
They have
like guys.
It is like stone been clumped or like plaster clumped on people almost. They're kind of messy. The forms are not detailed. The gap through where their fingers trying to reach is a tunnel of about, it's narrow, but a lithe person like you could fit through it.
I mean, I'm going in.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Okay, so you crawl through the fingers. What are you trying to do? You're trying to not touch them, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Handy pee.
You want me to push your feet from here?
my butt.
Like when we
Boost my bottom!
You guys tell me what you're doing and I'll get you to roll, I think.
So that escape room in Chester. So I'm gonna be behind you. I'm gonna push your feet so you can just slide through.
Okay, well, effectively this is a help action. So
right.
you can either both roll athletics, or one of you can roll athletics, or
Athletics?
or acrobatics.
You can roll.
I
Or
will
acrobatics.
Athletics and acrobatics.
do athletics.
So you roll and you roll.
Oh, we both have to roll.
'Cause
Can
if
I
she's
roll
hel-
a different one?
She's helping you. You can roll either athletics or
Right,
acrobatics.
What are we doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
What are you doing? You're watching.
It's what? We'll see how it plays out. Then we'll
Yeah,
pick up
yes,
later.
yeah.
I mean, I'd probably die.
Oh, I know what I should have done now.
What'd you do? 5? What did you get?
23.
A 23.
Yeah.
Sentinel. Ahmaya pushes you. You're like ready. You're straight as an arrow, and you're like, right. All Ahmaya needs to do is just push my feet, and I'm going to shoot straight forward. It's going to be easy. And you're like that. And then
You didn't lube up last time properly.
Ahmaya pushes you hard, and it's a good shove on the soles of your feet. But the statues go on quite a way, and as you're like, I've made it. You look up, and as you look up, you dink, just one finger at the end of the tunnel.
Hey, you know how when everyone else has been rolling, like, Steve had a really great episode about his backstory and he got a load of 20s. Sarah had a really great episode and she got a load of 20s. I'm rolling like hot trash. I'm gonna die here.
What you do see though as you look up is there is cracks in some of the statues, and black smoke kind of dribbles from hairline fractures. And as you touch this last one, the fingernail of it alone just pops off, and within, a finger kind of twitches. It is made of a kind of grey pale flesh, and hand starts moving and breaking the plaster, and it moves its hand. It takes a few seconds to move, but it twitches its hand and knocks the one next to it, which then begins breaking a few seconds later, and that is where we're going to
Great.
Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.